Good morning, everyone. Today's Saturday and we're ready to work. So today I decided that I'm going to probably do a few projects and spend my time doing things that I love. For everyone that's new here, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be working in a 4-inch hoop. Now, I do have many things in playlists that will help guide you if you've never made a tree before. A lot of you have, so I'm going to try and keep in mind both when trying to put this together in a way that benefits everybody. So let's get started. For this project, we'll be using 22 22 gauge wire. This is the wire that I use. Now, if you use seed beads, I use 6/0. You can use 14 inches and cut them 12 inches long, and that will be perfect. Today I'll be using crystals, and some of them are big, so I did cut my wire at 16 inches long. For everyone that's new, this is the way that I choose to put my wire onto my hoop. I like to take my wire and fold it in half like this. Hold your hoop, insert this big fold where you folded it, it's like a little hoop, through your hoop, bring the two wires up, pass them through the hoop, and tighten it like this. And that's how you put a slip knot onto your hoop. I twist my wires. You do not have to. If you choose not to, your roots will have straight wires like this, and that is perfectly fine. It's your tree. So let's get started. I've already gone ahead and I've cut, like I said, these are 16 inches long, and I cut 12 wires, and I've already twisted my roots to save time. What I'd like to do now is separate them into 6 and 6. Because there are 12, we're just going to put them in half. I also like to be mindful of where the solder point is on these particular hoops. They're not the ones I usually use, and I don't want to get stuck up on it, so I'm going to leave it right there. After you separate them into 6 and 6, you can either cross them. In most of my tutorials, that's what I do, and I support my work. Sometimes I just bring them together, as of recently, like this, and I kind of like that as well. I think today that's what we're going to do. We're not going to cross them over, we're just going to bring them together like this. Give them a little squeeze. I like my roots to be pretty. And then hold on to them, and we're going to start to twist out the trunk of this beautiful, easy, beginner-friendly tree of life in a 4-inch hoop. Take your time. Get it to where you think it's long enough. This is not long enough for me. I want it to be not too short. I want it to match the roots, and I still want to have enough room to make it beautiful. And I like to add character to my trees by putting in a little bend, which I may do that right now. I do like to use these. You don't have to. I like them. They're silicone pliers. You can get them. Don't get them at your craft store. They're too much money. Get them on Amazon if you can. They have half the cost. And I don't squeeze. I just rotate this around my wires just to smooth them out. Get rid of the inconsistencies. You don't, like I said, you don't have to. I like to do that. It's a habit I've become accustomed to. If you don't have this tool, I didn't either. And that's how I did all my projects, without it. But I also like to do that, especially now, because I think I'll bend my hoop a little bit. Usually save that for last, but lately I have been doing it ahead of time, because it does help me to determine what my tree is going to look like. And I don't want it to be straight. I want it to be elegant and pretty. It is not going to be realistic of any tree you've ever seen, because my trees are never realistic, because I can't do them that way. Mine, I focus more on pretty, individuality, and novelty, because That's what I like. If you can create a tree that is realistic, I am not there. I'll never be there. But congratulations to you, because it is a lot of hard work and I can't do that. So I like the shape of this tree, and that's what we're going to keep with. So I do like to keep it simple. I do different shapes. Today we're going to keep it pretty simple to what I usually do. So what we're going to do is, on both left and right, we're going to take 4 wires. I'm going to try not to make this a 2-hour video. I don't think it needs to be, because I have other videos I want to make today. I want to share my weekend with you. I'm home alone for the day. Well, until my husband gets home. I still have things to do, but I'm going to take advantage of this rainy day and do something that I love. So now that we have 8 wires, we took 4 from the left and 4 from the right. I'd like to just hold on to my work right there, just support it nice and firmly. Cross them over like that. I like to push down and make 1 complete turn. That's it for the top. Now we're going to do the same on the left and the right. The only difference is I like to give them more twists. So we have 4 and 4. If you get a wire that doesn't look right, they're crossed over, just separate it. Bring it to the spot where it belongs. It'll tell you. You'll see it. Now, support your work. I actually like to hold my thumb close to these wires because I really don't want for this limb to come over here. Sometimes, it does what it does. So just hold on to it, give it a nice twist. I'm going to do a few more because it is the side. I like it to look like that. Now, do the same on the other side. Take 4 and 4. On the left you have 4, and on the right, rotate your hoop however you have to, just so you can grasp onto it. Cross them over, support your work, and put a few little twists in like this. And now we have the beginning of our tree. For anyone else that's new here, I'm sorry, all my people that are here all the time, I do have to welcome you and tell you that my channel is different. I do not edit because I don't know how. And instead, when I make a mistake, I show you how to fix it, because it's just the way I roll. I keep it real, I like to talk, and I like to have fun. If you reach out to me, I will try my hardest to get back to you and answer all your questions. And that's just the way I do things. Now, what we're going to do on every section, I actually want to start on the side. Take your sections of 4. Every one has 4 wires. Break them down into 2 and 2, support your work. Cross that over and give it a few twists, not too many. You'll probably add more as you go. This is just to set out the outline for this beautiful little tree that is not going to be difficult. Take those 4, separate them, 2 and 2. Now support your work, cross that wire over like this, and begin to twist. I like to hold my wires in my hand across the fingers and use my thumb in the middle of the wires for tension. You'll find your own way. This is what works for me. And that's all I'm going to do for now. I'll get back to it. Now for the top, we did not put a long limb. We left it short. Take your 4 wires, separate them into 2 and 2. Support your work right where you're going to twist the whole thing. Just put your work in your hand and hold on to it. Cross it over like this and twist. A few twists just to give you an outline of your tree, and do the next for these 4. This will complete the top section of our tree. The first 4 completed one side. The top 4 complete the top, and this will complete the other side. So there are 3 sections to this tree. Because we have 3 sections, we use 12 wires. If we want 4, we use 16. We'll do that later, just not right now. I think maybe later we'll make a big tree. Maybe in a 6-inch hoop. I don't know yet. It'll be fun for me to figure it out. I have a lot of things planned. I may do that, or I may make some flowers, or something totally different, or another 4-inch tree. Or maybe I'll do a few. Don't know yet. But this is what my tree looks like so far. I do like it. It is pretty much what I want it to be, except it's not beautiful yet. Now, every section on our tree has 2 wires that are together. We're going to separate them, support the work where we already twisted, and put a few more little twists in. Once we complete all of these, and we have 2, we'll be ready to bead. Okay, just like this. If you hear clicking, that is my wrist, my mold, and I'm sorry. Honestly hope you don't hear that because it's annoying. I did adjust this setup so that it is closer to my hands. I haven't been watching, but I think I'm in focus. My plan today is not to stand. I've been standing so that I can look over the top and view whether or not I'm in focus. At some point, I've been doing this for a year now, I have to trust enough in myself that I can sit down, relax, and enjoy what I'm doing. Even though I enjoy sharing, standing isn't always fun. So after I do this, and I have not checked to see if I'm in focus, I just got used to standing, guys, I will sit down and bead and try not to go too fast and be mindful of where my hands are. From time to time, my mind clicks in. It never stops, I think, all the time. And I try to address some of the questions that some of you have. And a lot of what you've been asking is, I made playlists because I don't know how to put it up any other way just yet. And I have not been working on it because I just have not had the time. But bead size and all that. So for this project and every project, I do use seed beads. I love them. They're inexpensive and you can do a lot with them. The size that I use is 6/0 only. I do use a lot of little bicone triangular shaped crystals. They're 4mm and they are also in a playlist that I created with the stuff that I purchased from Amazon. The wire as well, you can find that on Amazon. Today we'll be working with green because I have a lot of green because I've been working a lot of projects. I'm working on a freestanding project from a thrift shop for a base, and I did a wedding tree, and now I'm going to be doing another one in a double hoop, and I will work that with you as well. So I picked through, and this is what I came up with from my bowl of green beans. I'm going to show you this. This is what I've been working out of to create that big project. And leaves, everything. I picked through those to get these. Now, this is a Rubbermaid take-along container that was purchased at my local grocery market, and I keep all my beads and hoops and wire, just stuff in these because they're easy to open. They're inexpensive, they're disposable, they're dishwasher safe, and I use them because I drop stuff, and I don't drop those, especially when I'm putting away food in heavy containers. Okay, enough babble. I'm going to have some coffee and sit down and beat up this baby. I think my allergies are getting the best of me, guys. I have been very raspy, and I have been very thirsty with a dry throat. It's been a thing. Swap out my glasses so we can get started. Ooh, I can see. I try not to make that noise, but I do have, this workspace is in a tray with my cat's fur. I don't like that, but I'm doing it that way because I drop stuff. Everything. Okay. One thing I like to do is start off. I'm going to stand up because I have to make sure that I am in view, and I'm not going to do that all day. 2 wires. I like to use my beads, little bicones or seed beads, to make leaves. Today I'll use whatever falls on my wire. I have these green seed beads, so I'll start off with those. They're going to all end up right here anyway. I like to slide them down, push them forward a little bit, take the wire, bring it up to where you twisted, like this, little triangle, got your leaf, hold on to it, hold on to these other 2 wires, and keep your finger and your thumb on it, and give it a few little twists like this. Everything's telling me to stand up and look, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to move it around and hope that you can see that nice. I'm going to put another twist in there and move on. After every time you twist or add something, you need to put another twist. One wire is long, one is not long, because we used wire for the bead. So I always like to take the longest wire and use it to wrap. I wrap towards me so the wire will start from away from me, and support your work. Hold on to that leaf and add a few little twists. Because you don't want your beads close to your leaf, it won't look as pretty. And you won't be able to twist all these little branches and make character marks on your tree. For this tree, I'm not going to just string them along. I'm actually going to make them into little clusters, or not so little, and I found a broken bead and you must go. So I'm just going to put, oh, also, let me see, I want to add these, I think, to this tree. I just want to make sure I want to add them. I do. So I found these are seed beads, and I only have this 1 pack for now. I was going to save them and not put them on this tree. I don't know. Maybe I will. Very beautiful. I got them on Shein. I have 5 more of these little bags coming because that's how much I like them, guys. They're so pretty. Do I want to use them on this? I don't know. I was going to use them on the next one. We'll see. So let's just pretend I don't have them there, and then I'll figure it out. I like to alternate size, color, That was my phone telling me that my husband went someplace. I do not keep tabs. Yes, I do. I actually may use those. I don't know. Depends on how many of these little seed beads I have. Bring your wire after you put your beads on. Bring it, and get rid of that, to your hoop, like this. Cross it over your hoop. Bring up that wire, like that. Pass it over. Push it down and wrap it around again. Sometimes I wrap it around the hoop 2 times. I don't think I'll do that today, though I think I should. Actually, I will. I can see that it looks flimsy. I'm sorry. That's why I don't do it once, unless I have a lot of branches, and I don't. Okay, we'll do that again. Take your wire to your hoop. You can do it once. It didn't look good to me. I'm going to do it twice. Bring your wire up, pass it over again. You now have 2 little wires on your hoop. Bring the wire up, cross it over, pass it down, bring it under and across, up and over. We'll be doing that with every branch. It isn't difficult, and I will slow down a little bit here and there and show you the new people. Like I said, there is a playlist. You can also slow down this video. Cut this little wire off. And the next thing I like to do is grab the tweezers that I don't have right here. I have them over here. If you don't have dollar store or CVS tweezers, they're inexpensive. I do have pliers. I like to use these because it gives me, it's easier for me to get in there and bend that little wire down and turn it around so that it's not going to catch. I never wrap it around the hoop anymore. It's just not my style. Though I've done it, I prefer not to. Take your next wire, pass it over your hoop, bring it up like this, grab onto it, give it a little tug. I'm going to pass it over the hoop again. I have 2 little wires. Pass it up. I'm going to cross that over. Another reason why you like to work with your longest wire. When you're making little leaves, your wire becomes shorter and you don't want to fall short. I've done it. I do it all the time. It can be fixed. It's unpleasant. Not ideal. And push this little wire down. I'm going to move my hands around a lot because I always use my left hand to support my work. And I'm going to push this wire, I hope you can see that, until it's secured behind. I will later turn around if I see it here. I can try and push it down. It's not going to matter. It's not going to make me bleed, so I'm happy with that. Let's go to the next 2 wires. I'll move these out of my way. Now, I think I'm going to add a little leaf. I was going to make this all green. I have a right to change my mind. Unless I make a little green leaf and use the, nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make a little leaf with these. I hope I don't not like it. Not that I won't like it. It'll be pretty. It just wasn't the plan for this project. But it entered my mind. And I'm going to do it. love these little seed beads. I got them on Shein. I can't list them because it's like Temu. I've never ordered from them, but now, because I made that leaf, I have a long and a short wire, and I need to put a few twists in there. You have to support that or you will break it. Take the longest wire, I'm going to put it in the back because I twist towards me. Hold on to your leaf, support your work, and put in a few twists to get away from your leaf. And now we're going to bead. We have a long wire and a short wire. I'm going to make this long wire go on the back. Actually, I'm going to just twist it that way. Now, we can bead. I have all different color greens, so I'm going to take advantage of that. These seed beads are imperfect, but they're perfectly fine for me, as you can see. For the price and for what I use it for, I did list them. That is a cheap complaint of people. I don't sweat the small stuff. Not when it comes to these, except when I can't pick them up. But I will show you the imperfection right now because people complained about it. That doesn't bother me. .4mm bicone. You can slip that on there. These are a mix of 6 and 8mm crystals. Something else you might want to do is grab a pen and paper when I do a tutorial, because I will try and write everything down, but there are things that you might find more important than someone else, and I get the same question a million times. So if you write it down, if I answer it, because I'm answering a lot of questions that I've already answered in the making of the video, if that makes sense, and also when I write. Okay, so this one here is a little bit shorter because of the little leaf. That's okay. So this is when I like to grab onto my pliers and just wrap that around. That's why I like to cut my wires longer, because I rather cut them shorter after I wrap them around the hoop. But in this case, it's okay. I'll just make the best of it. So this one here I'll just bring over, and then I won't have to go back to it. When I cut, it's already the length and it's already wrapped. Just going to push it down like that. And we'll do the next one, bring it to the hoop. You need another bead. Put it there. Like that. Bring it to the hoop. Take your wire, bring it up, pass it over your hoop. And when you do that, give it a pull. You have 2 on your hoop, bring it up, cross it over beneath your hoop, above your bead, and pass it in the back space. Bring it back, pass it up, and cross it over. I am going to cut every wire as I go, because if not, I'm going to end up with a big mess of wires, which is normally how I was doing it. And I don't like it. So we're going to do it that way. I'm trying to do these in a way that you can see what I'm doing and that I get the job done the right way. I will stand up right now just to see how much you can see when I do that. I think it's good. Now, We go to the next section. We've completed the first section of branches. Give them a little push. Normally I get my round nose pliers and get in there and twist away. I'm not going to do that until I do these last two branches. That is hard for me, guys, because I don't have patience. I like to grab onto these and get in and twist. I'm going to show some restraint today, and I'm going to wait to do that. But I need to take some of this iced coffee. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to add another one of these little leaves with 3 of these. Oh, I love these opalescent looking seed beads, 6/0. I'm sure they have similar on Amazon. Another thing with the seed beads that I use, I only use mirror seed beads. I don't like the other ones. They're just like a solid color. The mirror has more of a crystally look to it, and I like crystals, but it's only my preference. Now I have a little leaf. I'll probably do that in between every section because there's a good amount of space there. Take the longer wire because you do need to put in your twists. Support your work. Hold on to that little leaf. My work is in my hand, on my fingers. Everything I support is with my thumb. Fun now. Later, I'll grab whatever I can to support my work. Now, will this be close on the shorter wires? Probably. But we'll see. Let's see what other size beads I have. They don't all have to be huge. I think I'll start with a seed bead. Not that one. Only because I'm trying to save space on the short wires. There we go. They're going to end up there anyway. May as well. Only for the short wires. They give me grief. I'm actually going to wrap this short wire instead of bead the other one, only because it's short. Wrap it around your hoop, bring it up, give it a tug, wrap it around again, bring it up. I can't grasp that with my hands, so I will use my pliers. These do have teeth. Cross it over. I'm going to push that wire down and bring it under. Notice my finger is always supporting my work. The other wire is being held away so that it doesn't get in my way. I'm going to bring that little wire back up and cross it over like that. Now I'm going to get in there with my needle nose, with my clipper, wire cutter. If you don't have one and you're starting out, I started out with the nail clipper. It worked. You have to start somewhere, and if this is your first look at trees or your second and you just never thought of it, it's an investment. It is. Minimize your investment. Start with seed beads, small hoops, nail clipper, and tweezers. For me, that worked. For you, maybe. Find your passion, find your craft. It'll make you happy. Makes me happy. Okay, let's see if that fits. No? I probably should have twisted those a little bit more. I usually do. Here I did not, which is fine. Take your wire, cross it over the hoop, bring it up pass it over again. If I did twist more, I probably would not have had that short wire make it. Bring it up, cross it over, and pull it down. You're going to cross right over the top of the wire, beneath your hoop, above the bead, bring it up again. Notice the finger is always supporting those wires. Give it a tug and cross it over. Now, like I said, the bigger the bead, the more wire. So I'm using some really big beads. That's why I cut this wire 16 inches long. However, if you only use seed beads, you can make clusters or string them on. You will be fine with 14 inches of wire. And you can even put a little leaf on both sides. And you can do them in clusters and twist. I promise it'll work. I was going to do these in clusters, but I guess I changed my mind. Didn't think of it, but I'm stringing, which is fine. Okay, I'm going to put in a few little twists right here. Let's see what I want to do. I think I will bead some of these, like this one here is a 6mm bicone. They're all 4, 6, and then the larger ones, the larger round, those are 8. Those are the only sizes that you'll see on this project. On all of them, actually. I don't go higher than the 8, unless it's in a huge hoop. And that is seldom. Bring your white hoop, wrap it around, cross it over, bring it up, cross it over again. I'm going to bring it down above your bead, bring it up again. Might have to use your fingers just to hold that wire, hold your beads, cross it over, and clip it off. Like that, and then push that wire down. Get in there. That's why I use the tweezers, guys, because I like to get in there and turn it. I can do it with this, but sometimes it's not enough space. And then I have these pointy ones. If I can't get it with the big, these ones are great to push the wire down, but sometimes it doesn't fit to get around. Today it does. When it doesn't, I use these pointy ones, and I do that. I actually, like I said, I got these at CVS. Came with a nail file and a bunch of other stuff that I didn't need, and it was less than $5. And I do have another set from the dollar store for when these break, but I've been using the same ones for a very long time. Okay, let's put some beads on this last one so we can twist it up. Bring your wire to your hoop, pass it around, bring it up, wrap it around again, give it a tug, nice and close to the first one, bring it up, cross it over those wires. This is why I like my wire long. Push it down, and then give it a pull. I'm still holding on to it. Bring it up, and cross it over like that. and get in there and cut that wire close. Now push it down. Try and wrap it around. Just push it under and then check. You do this if you're not getting caught up in snagged, you've done it, and you're ready to add some character to that part of our tree. I'm just going to move these over a little tiny bit. I need to check this phone. Sorry, guys. That was my husband. I didn't want to answer that, but he slept in today, guys, and the toaster, 4-slice toaster, decided one half wouldn't work. So he just sent me a photo of a new toaster. He's at the store. All right, guys at Walmart, here's your new toaster. You like, I like. Thank you. I do talk about my husband a lot because he's the love of my life. Anyway, guys, before I get on to the next section, this is the fun part. This is how I do it. Put it in my hand because I'm going to use my thumb to push down, and this will put, my fingers will push against my hoop, and I will put in little twists. I will move my thumb around to support my work. Hold on to a leaf. Anything else, if you're going to twist this branch here, just hold on to the branch above it. Get in there and give it a little twist. I like to twist and sometimes just pull down a little bit. It does line them up nice. Now you see how pretty these ones look. We're going to take these four and make them look just as beautiful as those by just adding little twists. I don't know where you want to watch, if you want to watch these move or watch my hand, but I will try and make it so you can see both. I'm going to get in there and give that a little twist, and now I'm going to pull it down. See it line up? I'm going to do the same for this one here. I'm going to push down on this main branch. Get in there with this. I'm going to grasp into the center of that little branch. I am going to twist it and pull down. Now I'll just move these around. Now they're nice the way I want. I'm going to come to this big branch now. This is my favorite. I like to get in there. Now I have to really support my work. I'm going to hold on to all of those. Get in here and I'm going to twist it. Big one. Pull it down a little bit. And now I'm going to get in and get this little leaf that I missed. I'm just going to get in there and give that a little twist. This one, I'm going to do a little twist the other way. And this is what we have so far. Once you lay it flat, you can go in and just gently push down. Help everything fall into a nice little spot. What do you think? I do like it. They are dark, but when they're in the light, they are beautiful. Okay, guys, let's carry on. I am pleased with that. Now we're going to go to the first branch that the top of our tree has. Just like this. It'll probably bring us from here to here, and then we'll do the other side. It'll be the same as that. Not necessarily the same look, but that's how we fill in our tree. Now we bead. I will put in one of these pretty little leaves because we're in a new section, which simply means that my wire will be a little bit shorter, but we will work with that. I'm going to put 3 seed beads. It doesn't have to be uniform. I could have put these anywhere, but that's just the way it happened. It's okay. Now, I'm going to take these 3 little beads and put them on my finger like that. I'm going to bring that wire right over to where I crossed, supporting both of them, and I am going to twist that little leaf. Just like that. I made that one shorter. There's really not a big stem because I don't want the wire too short. And it is a big space, so all I have to do is turn that little leaf like that. Just give it a little push. It'll fill in that space nicely. I'm going to hold on to my leaf. I'm going to take this longest wire right here, and I'm going to put in a few little twists and get ready for that first bead. The longest wire is on the top, just like that. Actually, I'm going to put it on the bottom and use the bigger beads on the bottom, and I'll use smaller beads on the other wire. Let's see if this will work. They do reach. Take your wire, bring it to your hoop, pass it up, so your beads stay down. Give it a little tug, wrap it around again, bring it up like that, cross it over, push it down in that big space, same as you do every other one. Now pass it beneath the hoop above your bead, bring it up. I'm always using these fingers just to help push that up, and pull it over. You see how messy I get. And clip this little wire, big wire, pass your tweezers right over that little wire. Push it down. Just get it out of your way. Make it nice so you don't see it or feel it. Oops. It's actually good enough. Do the next one to the hoop. Hold on to it. Bring it up. Give it a tug. Pass it over your hoop. Bring it down. Bring it up. Pass it back. Push it down like this. Give it a tug. I'm going to keep my finger right there. I don't want to use the pliers if I don't have to. Push that wire back up like that and cross it over. Now give it a clip and push that wire down like that. This is where I use my other tweezers. It is right there and it's not quite getting in there. I'm just going to get this one and push it down. Give it a little twirl like that. See? For whenever it doesn't fit, I just give it one of these. I like to do the little twist with tweezers and my friend here that I love. Like how it works on my tree so far. I like it. It's pretty. It has not been too hard. It's been easy, I think. I think if you have not done one, this might be a good option for you. It's easy. Could be more difficult. Not today. Not right now. Maybe on the next one. But I will go slow so that you can watch and learn what my technique is, and then apply it to your own. Make it your own. You'll find things that you might not like about mine, and preferences that you might have for your own. Make it work for yourself. It's not a hard project, and it's a fun craft. For me, it's my sanity, guys. I need time. People, they need time to unwind. They have a garden, I don't. They have flowers, I kill them. They all died. But this tree of life doesn't die, guys. This will be around forever. I've passed enough of these around that when I'm gone, this is going to bring happiness to a lot of people for a long time. 2 eyes on your hoop. Bring it up. This, cross it over. Pass it back down. Bring it under like that. Pass that wire back up. Cross it over. We'll cut that one in a minute. Because I want to do this one too. Just push that down. Cross that over. Bring it up. Cross it over again. Bring it up. Now give it a good tug. Pass it down in that space. Go above that bead, beneath your hoop. Give it a nice pull. Pass it back up. Put your finger right back on those 2 Y's at your hoop. And cross them over. And now we clip these 2. And now we get to push these Y's down. One of my favorite parts, guys. We've now completed one portion of the top of the tree. Push those ones there down as well. Check for wires that'll catch. I don't have any. Now I'm going to use my tool. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. These ones here aren't that, they're not that wonky looking. They're all kind of straight, but they're going to get more straighter. You can see these don't have any bends in them because I haven't gotten there yet. I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to put my hoop, my work, right across my fingers. I'm going to use my thumb to support this whole section. I'm going to push down with my thumb and hold firmly with my hand because I can't use this one to hold. So I use my fingers and my thumb. Push down, get into this little straight Y. This is where we twisted 2 and 2. Get in there like that. Maybe you can watch these two where my thumb, my index finger is. Put a little twist and pull down. Did you see the move? Now we're going to do the same thing on this little one. This adds character and depth to your tree. And we're going to do this one and pull it down. We'll get to this one, just not right now. Not until we finish these last ones. And now I'm going to move that leaf down a little bit. That's where it wants to stay. I didn't make it too long. That's fine by me. Can do the same with this one. I like it. I probably could have put them up here too, a few here and there. I didn't. That's okay. I still think it's quite pretty. I could have done them all green. I didn't do that either. My tree. Now we're going to do these next 2 branches that are on the top of the tree. I think I'll put another twist in here or 2. Check this one. Like that. I did that because I left this part really shorter. Actually, I didn't. I just felt like it. I don't know. I usually do it on all of them. I didn't do it down here instead. Now these are longer. I hope that I have just as much space for these ones. I don't know. We'll see. So, let's see. Do I want to add a little leaf? I think I do, even though it's not a new space. Let's see. If I put one there. Maybe not right there. Maybe on the next one. Instead, I think I'll put a bigger bead. I don't know yet. I have to see how it looks. This one is the 8mm compared to the 6mm bicone right there. Okay, now, yeah, I can use one of these. And maybe something lighter, like that. Bring it to the top of my hoop. Sorry about that noise. Pass it over your hoop. Bring this wire up. Pass it over the top of the hoop again. Bring it up. Cross it over. Pass it down. Bring it up. And bring it over. I have to do something. Excuse me, but I really need to, and I can't edit, so bear with me. It is important, otherwise I would not have done it. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. Like I said, I don't like to do that, but it really was important. Oops. These are saying no. They don't want to be picked up. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, that worked. Let's bring it to the hoop. Cross it over. Hold on to it with this finger, and with the, I use my middle finger, just pass it up. Give it a tug. Pass it over again. Bring it up. Like that. Bring that down. Bring it up. And pass it over. And I'm going to cut these wires. We're getting near to the finish line, guys. I don't think it's been that hard. It's been fun. I've enjoyed myself. I hope you enjoy watching. There we go. And get in there and give these a little turn. Like that. There we go. I like that. I like this a lot, guys. I think it's quite pretty. I don't think it was hard. Definitely beginner friendly, in my opinion. Okay, so now let's see. Where do I want to put my leaf? I want to put it on the second branch. Oh, the first. I think the second. Let's just bead this one up. I'm not going to think about that too much. It doesn't have to be exact. Oh, I don't know if you hear Mr. Finn out there. Baby crying. He can't come in. It's unfortunate. Abby doesn't like him, and my son and the future daughter-in-law just left. They're off, so they've got lots of things to do for the very soon upcoming event of their marriage. I'll be working on another wedding tree as a gift. I already made hers. if you're interested in seeing something pretty. It's in a double hoop with greens, and I really worked hard on it, and I like it, and I'm gonna make another one, and that one will also be a gift. Okay, bring this up, cross it over the hoop, pass it up, give it a little tug, pass it over again, bring it up. I feel like a broken record, but if I don't say it out loud, I'm saying it in my mind. I really do. It's like, I think everything. Do I overthink? Always. Always. I did cut that instead of waiting. Don't know why. I was talking, lost track of thought. Who knows? Could be anything. Just turn that wire under. This is the last one for the top of the tree. So, let's make it beautiful. With a little leaf. Thought I was going to forget, huh? Almost did. 3 of these little beautiful beads. My goodness, I like them. I kind of wish I had made all of the little leaves with green. They kind of stand out a lot in their placement, but it's okay. I am not disappointed that I did it. It still looks beautiful. Sometimes I make something and say, oh, that's not my favorite. No, I'm not. I don't feel that way about this. I think it's very beautiful. Little leaf, not big. I'm going to hang on to this because I don't want to make a long stem. I just want it to sit pretty right there. And it does. How pretty is that? I don't have the 2 eyes, so I can't put the little twist, but that's all right. Actually, I'm going to take this one off. And now I'm going to be a little bit fussy. Because I can. I just didn't like it side by side with the other one. So I think I'll put in a little bicone. Why not, right? Because I didn't twist them together, I don't have that, I still have the 2 twists, but I have to put something small there. May as well be a bicone. And I think I'll put in another, but this one here is 6mm. And now I'll put something round. Maybe lighten it up with a 4mm. Like I said, they were all 4, 6, and 8mm beads. These are the 8. This is Army Green from Shein. And I will open the package when it comes with you. Here we go. Just like that. Bring it up to the hoop. Pass it up. Finger on your wire. Like that. Give it a tug and wrap it again. We are now just about finished with the top portion of our tree. Let's see how much time it took. We're at 1 hour, which is fine. We also twisted the tree out. I think that we're doing great. I made something beautiful. Didn't waste an hour of my time doing nothing. Scrolling on my phone, looking at stuff that I don't need to look at. But I do. I think we all do. I know I do. Get on Instagram, start looking at cats. I do. And then I send them to my daughter-in-law to be and my husband. And yes. I don't know if it's part of getting old, but they do it too. So, and they're not young. I just had to throw that out there because my kids are older. And they made me wait. So, that's on them. Okay, enough talk. Let's feed. I wanted that big one, and it went away. This might be too big, but I like it, so I'm going to make it work, even if I have to push it down a little bit. Nope, it's not going to work. Okay, erase that, edit. Alright, that works better. Wrap that around, bring up that wire, pass it over the hoop, bring it up again. Just a little long, but we're going to make that go away, and it'll fit nice. Watch. Perform a little bit of hocus pocus magic with our tools, and it'll be fine. See how messy I get? That has just worked its way down in front of my face and your face. Sorry. Cut that off. Push it down. Get back in there. I like doing 2 wires at a time, and I've not done that. So what I'm going to do now, because this is so wonky, I don't like how that looks, we have to straighten it out. There we go. Just that little, grab the little wire and give it a little adjustment, and pull it down a bit. Now it lined right up. Yeah, that's what I do. I don't sweat the small stuff anymore. I can't. I'll make it work. Told you guys, my channel is different for new people. I have to make it work, otherwise it won't. And then when it doesn't, I fix it. With you. I share my mistakes. I share my accomplishments. Yeah, that's what I do. It's just how I roll. I'm not going to change. Perfect. Bring it to your hoop. Excuse me. Pass it up. Wrap it around again. Bring it back up. Cross it over. Hold on to those wires and bring them up. Bring them over. I'm going to clip this wire off, because I clipped off the other one. So if you've noticed, it's like the ones that I do big leaves on, I just make it and clip very little. The ones that I don't, I have about 1.5 inches or so. That's why I cut these wires 16 inches long, because of the size of the beads. The bigger the bead, the longer the wire. Just going to push that little wire down. Let's see if you can see. I can see it. It has to go. This is why I like the tweezers, because I know my pliers ain't gonna fit in there. There we go. Nope, not quite. It's like, peekaboo, you didn't go. You go now. 2 more. And then we'll finish. Well, we'll twist out those 2 little wires. By that I mean add a little adjustment. So, let's pick up some more. So I can drop them all. That's because that's what I'm doing, essentially. Oops. I told you. So guys, I never planned on doing this in front of anybody. I never planned on, I got a jumper. I never planned on this channel. It was encouraged and suggested to me by someone who I love. I love her. Love her channel. And now I just love being here. And when I'm not here, all I do is think about you and what I'm going to do next. So you are good, my friends, for my mental state of mind. You're good for my creativity. I would still be probably making trees in 4 seasons. Another reason why I have so many different crystals, because they come in 4 seasons, colors, winter, spring, summer, and fall. That's how I ended up with the big collection, mostly. And I wouldn't have grown as an artist, like as my trees have grown. My style has changed. I do more than trees. Like, I'll never be that creator that does everything, decoupage, and just, no, that's just not me. I can't. But I can make a pretty tree. And when I'm not here, like I said, I miss you. When I was in the hospital, I don't want to bring it up, but I've had a few concerning issues. I am seeing my doctor, but nonetheless, it was not an easy time for your girl here, and I am worried about, missing out on time, especially since I have new stuff coming. I don't want to become not well, so I won't. Taking care, doing the right thing, kinda. Bring this to the top of your hoop, bring it up, pass it around again, bring it up, cross it over. Guys, I struggle with dehydration. That's one of the issues that I'm running into now. So I just want to let you know this is one of the things why I'm constantly taking sips of water or of iced coffee. I also drink a lot of something that I like. I use one of those, I call them grandma. It's like a tea leaf strainer, like a little thing with holes and a lid and a chain, and you put your tea in it. I don't do that. I grate ginger root and I put that in, and I drink it in my tea, and it is helping my throat. It helps the immune system. So if it doesn't hurt, I do it. I think we need a leaf. Do we need a leaf here? Yeah, I think we do. I just don't know if I want to put it. I'll put it on the next one, I think. No, I'll put it on this one because I have to put two, a green one and a gold one down here. So please keep hydrated, guys, especially if it's hot in your neck of the woods. And I do know a lot of you are close to my age, not too far behind me. And hydration is really important. It's good for your skin. It's good for your overall health. And I tend to forget about that. Which is not the reason why I have issues with my stomach at all. But I do have other issues. Like protein. I don't eat meat ever. So I think it's gross. So I don't get enough protein. I have a lot of deficiencies, and gotta watch out, because these things can make it so when you're not well, your body doesn't have enough to fight off anything. And that's kind of where I've been at. Oh, I like it. I think, do I want to use the longer wire here? I do, because these beads are small, and I'm going to use some bigger beads, and I need a bigger wire. Sorry I'm talking about doctor stuff. You know what it is? I have appointments next week, starting as soon as Monday. And it's on my mind, and I can't shake it. I'm not sleeping right, and, I'm just holding on to good thoughts, kinda. I have to stay healthy for a wedding. Yes. The surgery took me a long time to recover, I'm not gonna lie. I don't bounce back. Not like I used to. I'm gonna put this one here even though it's not gonna fit. I'm gonna push it down, and I will straighten that wire out. I think that it needs that extra bead because otherwise it doesn't have enough on it compared to the others, so yeah, probably could even use another one, but we're gonna just leave it like that. bring this up. Chatty Cathy over here. No, my name is not Kathy, but I don't know how to shut up. So, alrighty. I'm gonna cut this one because I wanna. We only have this last wire and then one more branch, so I just want to finish it. This is where I get antsy. So I want to see how it looks. I hope you do too. I did not twist right there, and that's okay. I should have twisted before I did that. You see? What happens when I don't pay attention? I see something shiny and then I forget what I'm doing. That's the running joke. But it's true. I'm going to push that down because I know I can fit something else right there. I think this is a 4mm. Yeah, we'll make that work. I'll wrap it around twice, like this. 1, 2, and those two little wires aren't close enough for me, so I'm going to push that down, and with my finger I'm just going to push them over, scooch them over a little bit, and bring this up. I am going to use this not because they're too long, but because I just want to make sure it's good and tight, holding on to my work. That will also help me now in a minute when I straighten those 2 branches out. Okay, I'm going to do that now. I'm going to hold this in the palm of my hand, and I'm going to put my thumb right around everything like this. I'm going to stand up to see that you can see. Oh, you can. Gosh, I didn't know I was doing so good. Hopefully. Alright, we're going to start all the way over here. I see a straight line right there. I'm going to grab onto that and give it a little twist and pull down. I'm going to move right along. I'm holding on, as you can see, to these. Actually, you're going to look at these 2 rows. See that space? I'm going to work on making that go away. So what I'll do is I'll put it in my hand and push up with my hand and hold on to this area so that I can really twist out these 3 branches. And while I twist out this V and then this little stem, you'll see how these rows will move. You see the space? I don't like it. Alright, so I'm going to get right in there. I'm going to twist and pull down. Did you see that? Now it's nice and straight. Now we're going to go to these 2. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to grab onto that. I hope you can see what I'm doing. This one. Get right in there. Pull it, and if you need to help it with your other finger, push it over. Just move it over. I didn't have to do that, but if you do, just do it. Push it over, and then give them all a little press. We're going to move on to the next one right here, and then we're going to work on that last branch. So now I'm going to hold these. These ones here are a little bit wonky. This one mostly. So I'm just going to hold on to it with my hand under and use my thumb to support right there so I can pull that down comfortably. There it went. Now I'm going to go to this one right here. That'll also help that branch right here, these 2. I'm pushing with this and I'm pushing with my index finger up under it, and this one I'm holding and pushing down. That is supporting my work, and then just kind of push them into place. I'm going to just do this one. I'm going to do this one. I should have waited until I do the last one. I'm not going to wait. I don't like it. I'll do it now. And I'm even going to do this one. I'm holding my tree right there and just doing that. Okay, so now, oh, she's pretty. I'm going to take these 2, just going to move that up a little bit, gonna get this little leaf out of my way so I can put a few twists right here, because I need to put a little green one. So I have to bring this out a little bit more. And actually what I'm gonna do, I don't want the green one next to this one, so I'm just gonna push that back like that. See? I didn't realize it was like that on this one. I wasn't sure where to put it, so I just pushed it back. It's fine, it won't break. It's where it needs to be. Oops, got a chopper. I'm just trying to pick up. You can't see I'm right here. Getting 3 little seed beads. Oh, you're not a seed bead. You don't have to be, but I want it because I did that one that way. I could have used that little bicone. Not today. I keep it the same. There. I like that. Now, I'm going to grab onto those 3. This is the last one. Wow, this came out quite lovely. I'm pleased. Very, very pleased. Now, I'm going to slide them down. I'm even holding underneath with my other finger here because it's a small little leaf. I've got the space to hold it right here. Just give it a little twist. I gotta do it again to tighten it up. Here we go. Now this one is short and this one is long, but it's okay. We're gonna twist with the longest one. Let's put that leaf. There we go. So we're going to put our beads on. I think I'll string both. What can I fit there? Can you fit? Yeah, I think this will fit better. Doesn't want to go. We'll find one that does. Let's see. Oh yeah. Now we'll put a little seed bead there. Okay, they both look like they're gonna fit. Actually, you know what? I'm going to hold on to those 2 because I'm going to pull this down because I think I can maybe put something else there. Or not, I don't know. But I'm just going to pull this down a little bit. Yeah, no. They're going to fit just the way they are. I just wanted to make sure. Pass it around, bring it up. Pass it around again. It is long enough, but I'm going to grab my pliers so I can pull on it and bring it over. If you don't use tweezers, you can just do it like that. Sometimes it's easy to grasp short wires like that. I can't do that with tweezers. And then bring it over. I'm going to cut that off. It's nice and tight. And now this one, the last one, I'm going to bring it over, pass it up, give it a little tug, wrap it again, 2 little wires on the top, cross it, push it down, pass it over, under, now bring it up and over. And this is the last wire to cut, and we'll shape it up a bit. And for the most part, we have completed this tree, except we're going to make it beautiful. We're just going to bring some just natural bends and curves into it. A little hocus pocus. Move branches around. I do like it. I'm gonna just slide the trunk over, push it down, and get all these out of my face. See, at this point, I don't like to see them. Now, I'm gonna grab onto my special needle nose plier. I'm going to put the entire tree in my hand. I'm going to press right in the center of my tree. Go back and see if there are any little spots that I would like to tighten up. I've done some of them all, most of them already, so you just have to be gentle. Sometimes you don't have to twist it, just like this one has a big space, just push it over. This one I've not done yet, so I'm going to support under and over. And give it a pull down, pull it down, and straighten those up a little. This one here is going to need a little pull down. The little leaf is going to need a little bend. There we go. This one here, that also needs a bend. I'm supporting that leaf. This one here, the long one, is the only one I have left, and that's going to help pull the rest of these together. So I'm going to hang on to everything. This is in my hand. I'll be pushing up with my fingers and down with my thumb. Get right in here. This one here. I'm going to get right underneath it, and I'm going to give it a little twist and a pull. And I'm going to just tighten that one up a little bit. And before I put it down, I'm just going to arrange them a little bit in my fingers just by pressing down. I think I might come a little closer here. Just give it a little bend. No, I don't like it. Never mind. There. I think what I will do though is mess around with this. I wonder if I can do it without using... Sometimes I can do it with my thumb. I don't know. No. Not going to make a big bend. I just want to shapen it up a little bit and encourage this bend to be a little bit more. Like that. I like that. Maybe throw the top back a little bit. Yeah, I like that. So now I'm just going to move them around. I am not going to lace this tree right now, even though it only takes a few minutes. Reason being, I only have silver 24 gauge wire, and I am going to order some in copper because I have a lot of projects with this color wire. But, guys, that is the finished project. I would love to hear what you think about it. If you like it, I definitely do. It's taken us an hour and a half to make a lovely gift. This would be beautiful for someone who has a May birthday like Emerald for a birthday, a new baby that's born in the month of May. There's so many things, my friends. This, I don't think it was that hard. I mean, I've been doing it for a long time, but for someone that has not, I think this is a little bit harder than the very simple basic, which I think I will do that next, today. I'm going to do that right as soon as I finish this one. Just to take it back a little bit. I will lace this with you once I get the 24 gauge copper wire. And once again, go to my playlist and you will see lacing the branches. For the next tree, I will twist it out first and record it. So it won't take us an hour and a half to do it. It'll take us an hour and 29.5 minutes. I'm only going. Guys, I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. Thank you for being here with me and listening to me and having coffee with me. And for all your likes and thumbs up and questions and subscribes. You are the reason why my channel has grown. And you are the reason why I come back. Take care, guys. Love you so much. We'll see you for the next one. Bye now.